You know that feeling when you're making up a chord progression and two chords back to back just don't sound right? Well, if you watched my lesson from last week, you learned how to make endless chord progressions in major keys that sound amazing using one simple flow chart. I wasn't planning on doing this for minor keys, but you requested it, so here it is. This minor key flowchart will enable you to make up countless chord progressions in minor keys that sound good simply by following the arrows. And this good refers to what our ears are accustomed to hearing according to Western classical music, aka most all the music we enjoy today from classical to pop. And like I said last week, these musical language rules are essential when learning how to piece together your chord progressions, but it's also okay to break those rules once in a while. This flowchart uses Roman numerals to indicate the chords. When a Roman numeral is uppercase, it's major. When it's lower, it's minor. And they're based on the scale degrees. So a chord built on scale degree 1 is a 1 chord, 2 a 2 chord, and so on. This flowchart is useful because it shows us how each chord functions within a minor key. Some chords feel more stable and important, like home base, and others feel like they really want to move on to another chord to feel like there's a resolution. Now, when we talk about minor keys, it's a little more complicated than major keys because we have 3 possible scales to work with: the natural minor, melodic minor, and harmonic. Even though there are 3 scales to work with, the harmonic scale is the one we're most accustomed to hearing in our piano pieces, with the exception of the major 3 chord, and that uses the natural minor scale. Looking at A minor, which shares a key signature with C major, which means no sharps or flats, 1 is an A minor chord, 2 is a B diminished chord, that's why there's that circle following the lowercase Roman numeral, 3 is a major, and so on. The pattern of major, minor, and diminished chords stay the same in every minor key. So for example, if we're in E minor, 1 is still going to be minor. Let's decipher this flowchart. As I demonstrate some progressions, I'll always play the root or name of the chord in the left hand with the chord in the right, either in root position or an inversion. Let's do a progression that uses as many chords as possible. The 1 chord is our home base, so any other chord can come before or after it. Starting with the 1 in A minor, we'll go down the chart to 3. And that's a major 3. From there, we can go back to the 1, or we can go to the 4, which is a minor. But we wanted to do a long progression, so we'll make a small move up to the 6. So far we have 1, 3, and then 6. By looking at the arrows, you can see your options available, but let's just choose the 4. Now here we can choose to stay in this green zone by moving over to the 2 diminished. But just note that we can't move back to the 4 from the 2. So we had 6 to 4 to 2. Now we'll hop up to the 5. And finally the 1. Also note that the 7 diminished can move to the 5, but not really the 5 to the 7. Again, some rules can be broken, but this is just standard Western classical music style. Some other options from the 5 include hopping back down to the 6 as kind of a little surprise, or to the 4. But if you do that, if you hop down from the 5, it's most satisfying to make sure to include the gray zone one more time before finishing with the 1. So you could do 5, hop to the 4, and then make sure to include that gray zone and go to 1. The next time you want a moody, dark chord progression, try using this flowchart, and then don't be afraid to break a rule or two. It's a wonderful tool to kickstart your creativity. Now, I know that not everyone watches the video all the way to the end, and that's okay, I guess. But for those of you who did make it this far, I want to give you a chance to win a free month as a member of Piano Roadmap. If you're a beginner to early intermediate player, this membership will help you a ton on your piano journey. There's a 7-day money-back guarantee, so if you take a look at the membership and it's not what you need at the time, just email me within 7 days and I'll refund you. So for a chance to win a completely free month as a member, I want you to leave me a nice comment related to the video, making sure to include the word subscribed, even if you're already subscribed. So this will be the super secret code, so I know you're a legit entry. I'll pick a name on Saturday, February 1st, so make sure to tune in on that day. I'll post a comment below this video as well as on my community page. So good luck, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.